you will see they are just as damaged as you are in one area or the other. So Naaman is damaged. But when he stepped out onto the street with his uniform on and all the medal he has won, he looked like a mighty man. Because the Bible said he has respect with everybody, including the king. Yet, he was a leper. I want you to be authentic in your life. I'm not saying go and tell everybody, this is my problem, help me. This is what I'm going through in my family. No, that's not what I'm saying. But let there be a congruency in your life. If you can't afford to change your van, to change your car, to change your SUV, don't because you see your friend buying a new SUV, you're like, man, I'm tired of this smoke mobile. And you go into debt. Before, all Nigerians buy their car from the dealer and pay car note. But since we have had these friends who are dealers now, most people save up enough money to buy their car. But you will be surprised. The number of people who want to drive the latest SUV now, who are buying car from the dealer and paying car notes and comprehensive insurance and everything else that goes with it. Why? They want to maintain a standard of living that they can't afford. It's amazing how many of us are having high blood pressure, having ulcer, having panic anxiety, having all kinds of problems because our income and our standard of living are not matched. But we want to maintain it because am I the only one in St. Louis? I need to maintain a standard of living. You know what? You might have convinced yourself that you need to keep up with everybody else. But I come to tell you, there's nobody that has your fingerprint. You need to keep up with yourself. If you have to downsize, so that you can enjoy your life. And when the blessing comes, you have not damaged your health to the extent whereby you don't have the strength to enjoy it. Because when you live an authentic lifestyle, and you talk about the God you know, people can sense that you are genuine. And then they can embrace that God. We now have learned about Naaman, how he was delivered but damaged, just like all of us. And then they introduce us to a young girl. And imagine this young girl is unnamed. Is a servant. Whoever listens to a servant? But this girl has seen the miracle working power of God in her life. Why? The Bible let us know the story of Joseph. Joseph was sold into slavery. When Joseph was sold into slavery, when you watch Ruth, for those of you who are old enough to have seen the movie Ruth, and for those of you who are young enough and hasn't seen it, you can Google it, they will show you the movie. But this is what happened when they are selling people back then during slavery. They will strip you down to your undergarments, your undies. And then they will come and check you like they are checking a billy goat. They say, open your teeth, lift up your leg. They will examine you like they are selling a goat. And then somebody will buy you. Joseph was stripped down to his underpants and sold into the house of Potiphar. Yet he found favor in that place. And he was running the whole show in that house. That means it doesn't matter what condition you find yourself, the favor of God can be on your life. Oh, yes. That girl must have experienced the favor of God, even though she was a servant in the house of Naaman, that she could brag about a God that she knows. Have you been faking it so much that you lie to yourself? You lie to yourself so much that you don't even know when you are telling the truth. Do you really know this God? Or you are so busy going by other people's testimony that you don't realize that it is true God is good. There are so many things He has promised me I have not received. But so far, I'm okay. I will wait on the Lord to see what He has promised me That's what Habakkuk says. He said, write the vision down, make it plain, because the promise will not fail. Even though it tarry, wait for it. Are you waiting for the promise of God, or you are faking it till you make it? And you sort of fake it to the extent now that you are even fatigue yourself from faking it. And you are just tired because it's like, I don't know if I will make it. But when everybody asks you, you say, oh, I've made it. But this girl was authentic. She realized that God is good. And the God that you realize is good to you, based on what you have experienced, it might not be everything you want, but so far it's been good to you. You can actually talk to people about that God. That's what she did. The reason why we don't have enough people following the Lord, the reason why this house is not packed up right now, is because we have too many marginal Christians. We have too many friends who are marginal believers, who only come to church on Christmas, Father's Day, and Easter. Why? They're like, you are not better off than me. You go to church every Sunday, I don't see the difference in your life. Why? Because we are trying to keep up with them. But if I maintain my lane, I might not have what they have. I might have just one car, and they have three. But you can only drive one car at a time. If I have more peace and more joy, they can sense that in my life. If whenever we are going through stressful problems, I'm always at peace, I'm always calm, they can sense that in my life. And they ask me, why are you not stressed out over this situation? I said, because my God is in control. They might laugh at me, but over time, they will realize the steadfastness of my faith in God. So when they have problems, they start calling me for advice. And I can witness to them. Let your light so shine. And don't make your life like a flashlight that you only use Jesus as an emergency problem solver. Don't just bring him out when you need him. Let him work with you every day of your life. Amen. This lady, based on her experience, she was young enough that as at that time she has never seen anybody healed of leprosy. The Bible talks about that in the book of Luke chapter 4, I believe. That Jesus said there are so many lepers in Israel. None was healed except Naaman the Syrian. None was healed. As at that time in history, nobody has ever survived leprosy except Miriam in the book of maybe Numbers or Exodus. But that girl was, that was in the wilderness. We are now talking of Israel as settled as a nation. So this is hundreds of years later. This girl, I've always known anybody that contact leprosy dies. Yet, she knows that God wants to get the glory. In your life, in the life of everybody, God wants the glory. And he dared to proclaim the word of the Lord. He saw the man that, to everybody, Naaman looked perfect. But because she was in that household, he knows the truth. That this man has a monumental problem. This man has a problem that can kill him. But I know a God that can solve that problem. And what I'm going to do is, even though I've not seen my God do this miracle, I'm going to believe my God will do it.